Good to go. Yeah.
You are live. Hello,
Oh,
everyone.
we are live. Oh,
Yep,
crumbs.
we are live now. Yep, everyone. Valdez back with my friend Sherryton Invasion, and we're going to talk about the latest. I'm going to call it.
Well,
I was trying to think of something that rhymes with royal, but I can't.
yeah, there's not many things that rhyme with royal.
Yeah. So, welcome to anyone joining. I'm lighting some Palo Santo because this is a heavy topic here. Okay, so for those that don't know, today it was today, right?
Yes, I think it's approximately 2 hours ago. Maybe 2.5 hours ago. I can't quite remember, but something like that. I think it was the 6 o'clock news. So yeah, maybe 2.5 hours ago, because it's 8:25 here. Woo. Sorry, Brett. Carry on.
Yeah, so I guess well, Prince Andrew has Hi Tracy, welcome in. So Prince Andrew has settled his lawsuit with his accuser, Virginia. How do you say her name again?
Giuffre.
Giuffre.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess it's a little shocking. Hi Marie, welcome in. I don't think anyone was expecting it. How's Britain feeling? How's London feeling at the moment?
I can't speak for anybody else because I'm a hermit who's always in my cave and barely speaks to anybody else, right? However, I know how I'm feeling right now. When I saw it come up, I was like, oh my days. I was like, whee! Okay, I was shocked. All right. I had to take a breath and try to gather, because it was shocking for me. As soon as I found out, I had to be straight on the phone texting peoples. That was my response. And then I considered, and I was like, I need to let Brett know. I need to talk to Tracy. I need to let my peoples know. Wagwan. Mm-hmm. And then it was like, Brett, you need to do a video.
Yeah, I need to look into this because I was going to look into it just without it being a video. You know, I was like, you know what, we'll do a video. So we're just like we're a little shook to the ground, right? We're a little
just a little bit. Hence the G and T.
I don't.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is this historic? Has this ever happened? A royal settling?
Okay, right. In the past, the royals, and when I say the past, I'm talking about not the 20th century, although there were some scandals then too. But previous to the 20th century, if we're looking at the 18th, actually, especially the 18th century, they were scandalous. And it was when Victoria married Albert, so we're looking at the 19th century, that the royal family became a bit more respectable. Or let's say their behavior, the standards of respectability went up.
Mm-hmm.
Before then, there's scandals. I mean, there's the official mistresses, there's all the illegitimate children running around, blah blah blah, etc., etc. Introducing your wife to your mistress during some public ball and them acknowledging each other, all that kind of stuff, you know, because he's a king, and a king is is unlike any other man. He's like a superman, and therefore he has a super ego and a super libido. So yes, he was expected to have mistresses and whatever, and the princes were expected to be wastrels and
Mm-hmm.
have fun, especially the ones who weren't going to inherit. They were the ones who were kind of expected to be a bit on the scandalous side.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't, you know, like yeah, when it came to being respectable and the model of a family, you know, yeah, they weren't expected to live up to those types of ideals. And then Victoria came in and cleaned everything up because her uncle, I think her uncle had been married, but he had no legitimate children. And she was their closest legitimate heir. So that's why she ended up becoming queen. And that's the 19th century. And with Victoria, especially because she was a woman, there couldn't be too many scandals, and they behaved in a very, as I said, respectable manner, and that set the tone onwards, really. So, yeah. But
So we got
go on.
Musing Nifa here. She's laughing at the title. Sherryton actually suggested that title. So I went with it. I just thought it was funny.
Yeah, the Andrew formerly known as Prince. I thought that was hilarious. So I thought, yeah, we definitely have to use that one. Yeah.
Yeah. Oops. All right. So, Sheraton and I already pulled our cards. I will say I'm quite confused with mine, so I'm gonna work through it as I usually do. Hopefully, I might have to actually pull clarifiers. Just
Yeah, I think
because there's a lot of bizarre energy, and also I want to say that the energy feels very negative. Obviously,
mm,
very uncomfortable. I think I lit the Palo Santo like at least like 5 times. um,
mm.
so, Sheraton, what's the question that we asked? What are we looking for today?
Well, I remember you wanted to know what was generally around Andrew. That was a question that you were looking at originally. I don't know if you changed your mind on that one. Personally speaking, I was looking at why did he suddenly decide to settle out of court?
Mm-hmm.
And also, will there be any more alleged victims coming forward? Now, I'm aware that because they settled out of court, that doesn't necessarily mean that, technically speaking, it's an admission of guilt. I'm aware of that. So I'm going to use the words allegedly a lot. And
Mm-hmm.
if I forget to use the words allegedly, please remember it's allegedly. Okay?
It was alleged for entertainment purposes only. This is not a fact. This is people with some playing cards just having a laugh, because we don't want to get in like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I'm British. And you know what? I am
But
my mother's eldest
like,
child and her only
like,
daughter. You know, she needs me. She needs me. So please, please, please. I don't want to get That's what I'm saying. Okay.
okay. So we're gonna have to get the energy around the settlement, and also will other women come forward? I guess now that Miss Dufree has won a settlement out of a prince, if you will say that. All right, who's going first?
Well, it's up to you, babe. It's your channel. You decide.
I mean, I should go first, but I'm
I don't mind. If you want me to go first, I can go first. It's not a problem.
yeah, you're British. Why don't you go first? This is your lane.
Okay, fine. Then I will. All right, then. Excuse me. Okay. Right. Whew. Now, when I spoke to, I'm sure I must have said this on previous videos. I'm not necessarily that interested in doing something that's salacious, nor do I wish to dig deeply into other people's personal lives. However, this is a situation, and considering who's at the heart of this, I felt it was really important to look at it a bit on a deeper level. So I don't actually feel bad about doing this reading. I don't have any real negative feelings towards Andrew. I think that he's a man who's a bit of a man child. I think he's in a case of arrested development. I think he's done some things that aren't good, clearly. But I don't really hate his guts or anything. I don't think I really hate anyone, to be honest. But yeah, this is a situation, and people did get hurt. So that's why I think it warrants a deeper look. The first card I got was the Three of Pentacles. Now, with this card, I'm seeing he had a group of lawyers, a group of people around him that were working on his behalf. And obviously he's quite disappointed with the outcome. I feel like the advice was not good advice that he got initially. This is crossed by the Three of Cups. So there's the advice of trained professionals crossed by his actions. His actions of being the party prince, the dissolute, not necessarily the drunkard, but the dissolute, the one who likes to party and drink and loves all the gal them. At the base of the reading, I get the King of Pentacles. Now, this, I feel, is how he saw himself. He saw himself as a businessman, as a man of the world, a man of means, a man who others looked to. He saw himself as, I guess, if we're looking at the friendship group, which funny enough, it's just occurred to me, this is Andrew Gillane. and Jeff. That's who this is. Andrew, Ghislaine, and Jeff getting together and having fun. Crossed by, they're getting together and having fun. They're celebrations, they're fun times. Drinking and doing it. Yes, that's what this is all about. However, he saw himself as the businessman, the stable influence, the stable man of means in the friendship circle. Not to say that Jeffrey didn't have means. We all know Jeffrey has means. But I'm talking about a stable guy who comes from this background of wealth, power, and authority. This is how he saw himself, as the international man of power, wealth, and authority, a man of distinction. Now, in the past, we have the lawyers and bad decisions. Bad decisions. And I feel like saying that if it had been up to the firm and the family, this would not have gone so far. What probably would have happened is they would have said, settle out of court. However, I don't think that lawyers were involved when this first started to blow up. Maybe the firm was involved, but I don't think lawyers were necessarily involved at first. And this is what probably led him to make that disastrous interview. And it was disastrous. And it was condemning. And unfortunately for him, there was no coming back from that, because everybody could see his penis on display. Sorry, but let's be real here. The burning heart of this in his mind was his penis on display. Allegedly. Anyway, so this is the card that crowns the reading, and it's all about, I suppose you Americans call it his Johnson. I don't want to get confused with another Johnson. So let's just call it his member.
His little Andrew, yes.
His Andy. That's a good one. Andrew's Andy. Okay. Now, in the immediate future, I have to confess, quite a few of these cards came out reversed. I don't tend to really read reversals. But I'm going to bear the fact that they were reversed in mind whilst I do this reading. Now, on one hand, this is the Nine of Swords, right? The Nine of Swords is often about anguish and heartache and depression and anxiety that's unfounded. Now, on one hand, there does appear on the surface that his anguish and anxiety is behind him, or but this has come up in the near future. Furthermore, I am not even 100% sure that this card necessarily pertains to Andrew. When I look at this card, I see a woman on her knees. I see a woman on her knees in front of the shadow of a bed. I see the 9 crows, but one of them is white. This is the near future. So I'm going to ask for a clarifying card on this one because I think it's important. Please show me, what does the 9 of Swords here mean? Is it Andrew? Oops. Okay. Is it Andrew? Or is it someone else? What does the 9 of Swords mean in this deck? Is it Andrew or is it someone else? The World. The Moon. The 6 of Cups. Okay. I asked for a clarifier on this, oops, 9 of Swords. Okay, I asked for a clarifier on this. I asked, is this Andrew or is this someone else? Now, I got the Hanged Man, a sacrifice. Then I got the World. The world is watching. A public sacrifice. Ooh, then I got the Moon. There's a lie here and a cover up. And I got a 6 of Cups and I'm thinking nostalgia. I wish things could go back to the way they were. Okay, this is Andrew. This is Andrew, and he's been publicly sacrificed. He's been publicly sacrificed. The reason why this case ended up being settled out of court, secrets. In discovery, they would have looked for evidence and they may well have interviewed other people who would have known Andrew at the time or around those times, other people who would be able to corroborate Miss Giuffre's story. Due to that, what they did not want, or should I say, what Andrew's team did not want, because for some reason these people did not think this through properly, or at least Andrew didn't, is the possibility of other victims coming forward and other people making allegations. Now, I believe, and I got a strong sense of this, and I could be wrong. I could be wrong. And all this is allegedly for entertainment purposes only. But I did get the strong feeling that if Andrew took one picture with one of these young ladies, he probably took maybe as much as half a dozen pictures with other young ladies. But unlike those other young ladies, Virginia held on to her picture. She was probably the only one who held on to her picture. The others couldn't find any pictures with them and him in it. So they didn't have evidence the way she had evidence. And they probably didn't leave the country with him or with Epstein to go meet him. I think she might have been the only one who left the country with Epstein to go meet him. And I could be wrong, but I do believe that even if you're on a private jet, if you are leaving the country, then you have to have a passport or something to show that you've entered the country. I don't think you can just fly from one country to another and touch down. I think that there needs to be something recorded to say that you entered the country. And I think that she was the only one who left with Epstein to go meet Andrew anywhere in the world. I'm not in America, different story, but in the world. So, they don't have the evidence that she had. So they couldn't come forward. But that by them being called as witnesses, that would give credence to any later cases. That would give credence if they made witness statements that were taken as evidence in a court of law. That would give them credence to go after him legally. That's where the secrets come in. That's where the secrets come in. And I believe that's part of the reason why he did this. He did this as a public sacrifice because he knew he could not afford to have this go into open court and lend credibility to anyone else who could say, it happened to me too. Right. So, as to why, what changed? He changed. And I'm not talking about Andrew. This man changed. This is a powerful man. This is the head of the family. This is royalty. I believe that his brother had a word with him. I believe that his brother made it very clear that enough was enough. No more. No more of ignoring reality. No more saying, oh, but I need to prove that I'm innocent. No, face up to reality. In Britain, after that disastrous interview, where Andrew was very warmly thought of as a guy who liked to have a good time. I mean, I'm not saying we thought about him a lot, but he was thought of, you know, with a smile. As a guy who likes to have a good time. That changed. That changed. People kind of made up their minds about whether they believed if any of the allegations were true or not. And unfortunately, it didn't come down in his favor. So facing reality in this situation was recognizing that you'd already lost the fight before you'd had entered round one. Round one, you'd already got knocked out 5 seconds in. Again, facing reality, not recognizing the fact that it was lost. You're trying to stand your ground, but your ground you're standing on is shaky. And the realization had come finally that he was on shaky ground, that the loss, the sacrifice, the loss, it was irrevocable. There was no bringing this back. And once he recognized that he couldn't fight this, and his brother had had a word with him, he had to concede. Now, the card that confuses me, that I really don't understand, and Bret, I'd really like to get some help with this, is this card, the Queen of Pentacles. I don't understand why this is an outcome card. I mean, right at the top, it's at the top, so it's my 10th card, and I guess it's kind of next to the Ace of Wands. It's so across from the Ace of Wands. I don't understand, Bret, so if you could help me out, I'd really like to know. Oh, see, here we go. All right, just before you say anything, Bret, I've had to look at the bottom of the deck. Right, Queen of Pentacles. The bottom of the deck, I've got Queen of Cups. I got Temperance, Knight of Wands. I have no idea. I have no idea. So,
Well,
what do you think?
The question was, will other women come forward? And the Queen of Cups, and would you say it was the Ace of Wands next to it?
Yeah, the Ace of Wands. Oh, yeah, I see where you're going, Bret.
Yeah, Tracy said it was a K.
Sorry?
Tracy's.
I don't know. All right, okay. Well, I've got a Queen of Pentacles here. After like the realization, after the hopes and fears, as the kind of future card, and then I've got a Queen of Cups. You know what? Let me check in. Right. What is the Queen of Pentacles about? What is the Queen of Pentacles about? What is the Queen of Pentacles about? Please show me. What is the Queen of Pentacles about? Please show me, show me, show me, show me, show me. Show me, show me, show me. There's another woman who's going to come forward. In fact, there might be another 2 women who come forward. Okay, show me. Queen of Cups, Queen of Cups, Queen of Cups, Queen of Cups. A younger woman. Yeah, another 2 women are going to come forward. Yeah, crumbs. Yep, that's definitely another woman. Page of Cups, Page of Cups, Page of Cups. Sorry, Bret. I do apologize. Let me just quickly look in the book.
Marie says it's Queen Mom helping him pay and squash this ASAP. Marie, I'll put that in my reading.
Nah, not with the clarifier. The clarifier was the Lovers.
Yeah.
This is a woman that he's banged. Allegedly. Allegedly banged.
Oh, I got a bot.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay, there could be another 2 women coming out. One of them is definitely looking for a settlement. And one of them is looking for an emotional settlement. An emotional settlement. She's not looking for money. One of them is looking for an emotional settlement, but one of them is looking for coins. So yes, for entertainment purposes only, I see an additional 2 women coming out. One for love, the other for money. And when I say love, I mean love of self. So she's got some healing and some hurts to get over with herself. But one of them is coming for money. For entertainment purposes only.
As she should.
Okay. Bret, you're up. Right, let me.
Okay. Well, it's interesting that you say money. It's very interesting. Although, are you surprised that my first card is the Knight of Coins? By the way, I'm using the Game of Thrones tarot. It just felt timely. Now, if any of you know Game of Thrones, you might get the references in these cards. Some pretty good, they're actually really good cards. So I got the Knight of Coins as the first card. And this here is this someone bringing in the money. And now the Knight of Pentacles, this is in this deck it's called the Coins. Hi Destination MJ, how are you? Sorry. In the tarot, the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the set. So I get a feeling of her being very patient, Virginia, being patient, and it's not that she was going to settle, but I see her waiting long enough to where if they were going to settle, it was gonna set her up for life. And this knight comes in here, reading in like, all right, here you go. Right now, crossing that, I have the 6 of Coins. Now, immediately what I got from this is hush money. I tend to read the card imagery first, and then consider the traditional meaning. The traditional meaning, I don't know, but I as soon as I pulled it, I heard hush money, and it's almost it. If anyone is familiar with this character on Game of Thrones, this character does give out money to quiet people or to appease them, and this is hush money, and it's a lot of money, is what I'm hearing too. She got a lot of money. Now, I don't know if you guys know, she I don't know if we talked about it in the show, but not only is she getting money herself from the settlement, Prince Andrew has also promised, I guess, to donate a significant amount to her charity for SA survivors. So that's what I'm getting from that. Quick and fast, right? Now, in the third position, I got the King of Coins. Now, this reads to me as the firm, the royal business, and this is them wanting to just get the cut the situation off, cut the problem off at the head. You know what I mean? Like, we've got the money, we cannot have any more. We can't have any more damage to our reputation, right? It's already been through enough through the years. I won't go into specifics, but this is like, and if you look at this character, he's kind of just like sneaky and kind of like, I don't know. I almost feel like fed up. Whoever this is, the firm, someone in the firm. I don't know. Is that what you call it in general, the firm?
Yeah, I mean the firm, as in like, it's not so much the family. It's like the organization. The organization. Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah. So, in crowning not crowning. If at the base of the reading, this tells me that this is the firm wanting to make the problem go away, and they have no problem, showering this woman with coins to make her go. Now, will it go away? I don't think it's gonna go away. I think she's got a lot more to say. Intuitively, that's what I get. So maybe she needs to hire some bodyguards or something. Yeah, they couldn't risk Andrew being found guilty in a court of law. They couldn't risk. I want to point out that he said that he would cooperate with the FBI. That he would go, battle his accuser in court, and yeah, he didn't do either of those things. He settled. Although I don't know if he settled as so much as the firm settled. I think the firm was like, we're tired of your you'd say in British, your shite. And we're gonna make it go away. I'm getting Queen energy as well. I think, yeah. All right, let me keep going because I want to get to one card that I talked to Sherryton about right before we did this reading. But in the past position, I have the Eight of Swords. And to me, this is Andrew just can't stay out of trouble. 8. There's no.
Do you want me to say anything about that card?
Huh?
You want me to say anything about that card, or do you want to talk?
Yeah, go ahead if you have something to say.
That card is often represented by the prisoner.
Yeah.
The person who is imprisoned
Mm-hmm.
by the swords, but they have the power to release themselves and to be free.
Mm-hmm.
Often, but not always. Sometimes it can mean someone's oppressed or being repressed. It all depends on where it is in the deck. So I don't know if that's helpful at all.
Yeah. I mean, when I pulled it, I just heard in the past Andrew just, I mean, like words are like all his little I almost wanted to say kinks. All of his little issues, you know. And,
Idiosyncrasies.
yeah,
Idiosyncrasies.
yeah, and
But kinks is fair as well, or issues.
yeah,
That's another good one.
yeah, and he's caged by them. And um I also got uh a pull to there are more victim accusers that will now anyone saw the Jeffrey Epstein documentary Filthy Rich on Netflix.
I
um
haven't seen it.
I can't remember who said it, but someone mentioned Prince Andrew being on that island, on Jeffrey Epstein's island, a lot with different girls. Although I guess Virginia was his main girl. Um, so there could be a plethora of accusers to come forward if they want to, if they have the proof. And now that Ghislaine has been found guilty, um, it leads more credence to any accuser's story being more viable, in at least in the eyes of the court. And now, which, as to Sherryton's point, whether they were trafficked overseas, that's another story, because it seems as though the other alleged victims, um, would have been on the island, as opposed to actually uh, uh, moved to followed Andrew to another country. Now, Sherryton, before we even thought of doing a reading, I told you that I got an image of a card in my head.
Yes. Yes.
I have the King of Cups.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Anthony. After music, how are you? I have the King of Cups. Now, this is, shall I say or no?
You can go ahead. Say what you want to say.
Okay. Well, this would represent Charles, because Charles is a Scorpio, right? A water sign.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Now he's crowning this whole reading.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, so to me, that says that a King of Cups, uh, someone with that, perhaps that astrology, uh, um, was the one who came along and um, dealt with Andrew. And I don't. At first I thought I heard protection, and I was like, protected Andrew. But then I thought about who I think this is, and I was like, no, he was protecting the institution, because he doesn't. I don't think he really cares about much else, especially if he's about to this word.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know.
I mean, I saw him as the emperor.
Mm-hmm.
So I saw him being the one as the emperor. That's
Mm-hmm.
who I saw as the emperor. But yeah, please continue. You please go ahead.
Yeah, that's. I mean, that's about all I got for this. I mean, it's pretty. I thought it was pretty clear cut. It's crowning the reading. So, Mr. Charles, allegedly, Andrew.
Well,
Go ahead.
no, I'm just saying I don't even think we need to say allegedly in that regard, to be perfectly honest. Charles is stepping forward as the family patriarch because his father's passed and he is next in line. And he, I would imagine, is acting as a protector, both for the institution and for the family to some extent, because he probably feels that after his father's passed, he's got to protect his mother.
Uh-huh.
And even though his mother had a much closer relationship with Andrew than she did with him, he probably, especially given the things that have happened recently, he feels the urge to protect her. I feel he feels the urge to protect his mother. He understands his mother's hurting. I think he understands his mother's hurting from this whole situation quite deeply. He understands that his family's hurting from the whole situation quite deeply, because it is deeply, deeply embarrassing and deeply shameful that his brother could be caught out there in this type of way, especially with their parents, with their father just passing, and their mother, she's a very old elderly lady, and I think that he understands when a child disappoints you, and especially when a child disappoints you publicly. So yeah, I do feel that he's trying to protect his mother and he's trying to protect the reputation of his family.
Yeah. So, following that, then, in the near future, I pulled the Hierophant,
The firm.
the firm. Now, this is the firm. I get this almost wanting to clean up his image or make this go away, make people forget, maybe. Because it's not a good look for the. Is that aristocracy? Is that the right?
No, I would say the royal family, not
So,
the aristocracy, the royal family.
yeah. Um, yeah. I also got hmm, in the near future. Yeah, I think this is just the firm, just like cleaning up the mess and trying to uh how what am I trying to say? Trying to sweep to the rug to make it not I don't you know how they have a tendency to twist things and to make things go away allegedly. Anyway, sorry.
What I'm getting from you is, I think you're trying to say they want to clean house.
Yeah.
They want to put everything back in order. Everything must go back in order. They want to show themselves as respectable.
Mm-hmm.
Part of the issue with this was also the mudslinging. And it was very clear in the statement from the lawyers that he has no wish to malign Miss Giuffre's reputation. That was the words. No wish to malign Miss Giuffre's reputation. Part of the problem was the mudslinging, them coming out, saying horrible things about her, trying to pass her off as some kind of apprentice madam to Madam Maxwell. No longer trying to malign her reputation. So they want to clean things up without any further mudslinging because they recognize that that looks bad on him. So this is about PR. PR of the family and PR of the firm. Re-establishing old traditions of competence, respectability, the institution, the eternal institution. That's what this is about. PR for the eternal institution.
Yeah, I'm surprised if they like stuffed him away somewhere and they made him, make appearances at like only Catholic events or something like that. Like
step away. It's stepping away. He doesn't make appearance in large family occasions. This year is the Queen's Jubilee. It's her is it golden or platinum Jubilee? Or is it diamond Jubilee? I don't know. But it's a Jubilee year. She's been on the throne for 70 years. No other monarch has been on the throne for 70 years. So this is a diamond Jubilee year. As a diamond Jubilee year, they cannot have him out there drawing attention. So yeah, hiding him away.
Hi, Star.
Hiding him away. He only comes out for private family occasions. They don't want to take pictures with this man.
No, they don't want pictures, and they don't want pictures. It's almost like they want to cleanse him out.
Yes, erase him. They're erasing him.
Like pretend it never happened. Just sorry, but we don't know him, kind of thing. That
He's been erased.
Marie says makes sense. Yeah. All right. Now, you brought this up also in your reading, and I got the Six of Cups. What's the number? The sixth position? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, seventh? Seventh. Sorry, I can never count. And the mind, but I also think of this as what's hidden from view. And so what I get from this is, like you said, he's like thinking of like being like a child. And I get the sense that he is a man child. I think you even said that word.
Yeah.
I wrote it down. Childish thoughts, and he can't accept his own emotions. So it's like he's reminiscing on what he didn't have. And by the way, how old is he? Like in his 50s, right?
Crumbs. I think he's about 53. Maybe he's a bit older. I'll just double check.
Yeah, this is a 50-something man who can't accept. Like feel like he's like a crybaby. Um, the energy I get is, Mummy, look what they've done, you know. um, they're being mean to me, and
Sorry, tell a lie. He's 61 years old.
61. Okay, well,
Yeah. And his birthday is in a few days' time, the 19th of February. He's an Aquarius.
well, all Aquarians out there, you don't deserve that. So, in his mind, he's and in fact, in the show, these are two siblings, well, kind of, and yeah. So, I do get the sense that this is him, being a man child about everything and not being able to accept consequences because he's like, but I'm only, I'm only 10 years old. You know what I'm saying? I'm only 12 years old. What do you mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like very his mindset. Does that make sense?
Yeah, the nostalgia. It makes sense to me.
Yeah. He seems very emotionally. Did you say that?
Yeah, emotionally stunted, arrested development,
Yeah.
infantile man child.
Yeah.
Cannot accept the reality of his situation.
Yeah. hmm Now, this card I had trouble with. Um, I'm gonna have to pull a clarifier because I thought I would figure it out by now, but I in the environment I get the King of Spears, which is wands in this deck. Now, if I were to rely on imagery, this is a good character in the show. One of the few actually good characters. So that's what's confusing me. Also, the meaning of King of Wands.
It's the family man.
Net. Uh, yeah, I don't know who this is or what. So I'm gonna have to pull.
Pull a clarifier.
Yeah. I pull from. I pulled out the light spheres. Should I maybe pull from a different deck? Do you think to get different energy or?
I mean, I did. I found it helpful.
Oh. Well. Okay. Well, I just had a card fall out. In the environment, the King of Wands. Please tell me King of Wands. About the King of Wands in the environment, please. Tell me about the King of Wands in the environment. What does that mean? Is that Andrew? Let's see. What's the environment? Yikes! Not the whole deck. King of Wands. What is this about? Okay. King of Wands. Okay. Now, the card that fell out was the Justice card.
Hmm.
And then the card that pulled is the Two of Pentacles, which is another Pentacles card. So it's a juggling, that's an indecision. With the Justice card, that's obviously there's obviously two there, here. With the King of Wands, what does that mean?
I'll have a look and find out. Right, I'm going to have a look at the Justice card first, I think.
Well, I mean, I feel like the Justice card speaks for itself. Oh, look what's on the bottom of the pack.
King of Wands again.
King of Wands.
Okay.
All right.
King of Wands.
King of Wands.
In the environment.
Do you know what I'm getting? I'm getting a cockiness. Almost, this won't fit me. My expected. I'm
arrogant.
Yeah, arrogant. But see, there's a lion. What is that? A lion behind him, like ready to pounce. Right?
Yeah. Tyranny. Resentment of female. Okay, I've got here tyranny, resentment of female authority.
Yeah. Yeah. I get that. Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. Arrogance. Yeah, resentment of female authority. Okay. Womb envy, misogyny.
Yeah. Well, sounds
yeah.
A
liar or a devious person. A liar or a devious person. One whose main focus is self-promotion. Unscrupulous.
Yeah. All right. I feel better about that. So sorry, guys. When I went to the cards, I was really confused by that, and so I knew I was going to have to do something to figure out what it was trying to say. But yeah, once I pulled the clarifiers and saw those and heard what Sherryton was saying, I do see this is him being very smug, kind of, and yeah.
He thinks he's gotten away with it.
Untouchable.
That's what it is. He thinks he's gotten away with it.
Yeah, because he gets him off, so he's not guilty, right?
He thinks he's escaped justice.
Right, exactly.
That's what this is.
Right.
He thinks he's escaped justice and he's gotten away with it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
No, you're right. That's exactly. So, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, cards. Thank you, Sherryton. Wow. Well, I've got some bad news. And here's Page of Swords. Now, again, I go off the imagery of the card first, unless I just know the card well enough. Now, this is from a group called the Sons of the Harpy, right?
Yes, Sons of the Harpy.
And they try to overthrow Queen Daenerys from.
Yeah, they tried to overthrow Daenerys. Huh? Yeah, and they were the aristocratic sons of the previous administration. So they were like the aristocracy fighting back against the new conqueror, and they tried to overthrow the establishment so that they could be in charge again.
Yeah. So that's what I get from this, is that energy of now hopes and fears. What would that mean in the hopes and fears? I wrote
the establishment. Yeah, the establishment taking over.
Yeah, I wrote down rash decisions too, and making rash decisions. Something about public image. Would you say the establishment
taking over?
Taking over who, Andrew?
The establishment, yeah, the establishment trying to reset,
Yeah.
to go back to what it was.
Yeah.
Just like when you had the Hierophant,
Uh-huh.
that's the impression I'm getting with what you got.
Yeah. Yeah, defense, because I got obviously defensive here, right? This is like a defensive stance here. So
I would say, if anything, it's more of an offensive stance.
offensive, yeah, that's true. Yeah, like they're coming for him.
Yeah. Mm.
That's in the hopes of
Sudden
yours,
yes. Mm.
right? Now we asked for the final outcome. Will any other way forward?
A quick exit. That's what it is. A quick exit.
A quick exit. And the final outcome then, will any other women come forward? I got the sun. Full illumination. Exposing the shadows. So this is a yes for me. There will be other women coming forward. Can I get a number somewhere? Let's see. I'm looking at the image here. Getting at least three women. And now I don't see their motivations. Hi, it's in the stars, and yeah, you finally got live. Hi, we're so happy to have you here. We're just finishing up, but we've still got final outcome cards to pull. Yeah, more women are going to be coming forward. I can't say their motivations quite the way Sherryton got. But so in my final outcome, I mean the sun card is not for Andrew. The sun, Andrew will never see the sun again, so to speak.
Metaphorically speaking.
Metaphorically. So yeah. So yeah. Will there be more accusers coming forward? Yes. And bolstered by Virginia's steadfastness and winning the lawsuit, and also by Ghislaine's guilty verdict. I think there's more confidence. I just want to look at the bottom of the pack real quick. Oh, okay. Justice.
You can't make this up. You can't make it up.
Nope. Justice. Okay. Well, we know what justice means in this situation. We've got the Knight of Wands.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's the fastest moving knight, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, because the Eight of Wands is fast. Okay. And I've got the Six of Wands.
Mm.
Well, I have the Empress right after that. If I keep going.
Mm-hmm.
I won't keep going though. But yeah, okay. Yeah, so
Oh.
what you got?
All right. The Knight of Wands escaped from difficulty, and the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is often known as the is it the revered person or victory?
Yeah.
And then you have Justice.
Yeah, with the Justice card, yeah.
Yeah, this ain't over.
No. 6. So maybe a total of 6 women.
Oh,
At least attempting a lawsuit or attempting To something like that, or attempting to tell a story, maybe like yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, with it being right on the bottom of the deck, I thought that was, like you said, you can't make it.
No.
And I pulled it as a clarification. So, all right, well, yeah.
Is there any questions you want me to ask? Well, I've got the pendulum out, so I'm ready for it.
None that I feel safe asking on the internet.
Well, as I
But
said,
anyone in chat have a question? Sheraton's really good.
yes. Well, I mean, the pendulum is really good to me.
Yes.
Yes. All I will say is yes. I am my mother's eldest child. She needs me. That's what I'm saying.
So
And if anybody wants to sue me, understand, I don't have a pot to piss in, so there's no point. I can give you buttons or hair extensions.
So
Exactly. I can give you hair extensions and buttons.
Great.
That's it.
But
I try.
All right.
All right. So, any questions? I can't see the chat. By the way, peoples, I cannot see the chat, so you know.
I said it so you could see it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh dear, what have I done? Can I see the chat?
Guest see viewer comments. Can we turn it off?
Oh,
there. Can you see it
now? Hold on. Can I see it now? No, I can't see nothing. Hold on. Let's have a look. Comments. Okay, hold on. Let's see.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, right. Is the Queen helping him to pay and squash this? That's the question.
Is Queen helping what? Oh, yeah.
All right, then. Is the Queen helping Andrew to pay this settlement? Oh, that's a no.
It's the firm.
Okay. Is the firm helping Andrew to pay this settlement? No. Okay, let me clue you in. Andrew and his ex-wife, they have property together. One of the properties, which I believe is a Swiss chalet or something like that, is some property in Europe, and it came on the market for sale. I believe the property was worth something like, was it over 12 million or something like that? Anyway, so the property is worth a good deal of money. So this could be the money that was used. I'll ask. Is Andrew's financial settlement with Miss G Frey from his own pocket? Yes. It's his own money that he's using to pay her. So it's not from the Queen. And I have to say, I'm rather surprised. I thought the Queen might have chipped in. All right, hold on a minute. Is Charles helping Andrew with the financial settlement? Yes. Charles is helping Andrew with the financial settlement, not his mother. Okay. Should I ask how much, or should we leave it there?
If you want to ask,
Okay. Has Andrew had to pay Miss Giuffre more than £10 million? Yes. It's greater than 10 million. Okay. Has Andrew had to pay Miss Giuffre more than £15 million? No. So it's somewhere in the ballpark between 15 and 10 million. Probably about 12, I would imagine.
you know what's interesting? I heard the settlement, and I was thinking how much money she got, because I got that she was a very wealthy woman. I think I said that to you, chat, but I knew, or I heard, how many figures is that? 7, 8? Was that 8 figures?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Marie wants to know, will he settle the other amount? If they let him, I think he'll, well, the firm or whoever will.
Okay, will he settle the other? Will he settle the other women that will come? Okay. Will Andrew make a financial settlement with the other women that come out? Yes. There is, yes, very strongly. There is absolutely no willingness to go through all this again. He has no desire to go into a courtroom and fight this in public again. No desire. Woo. We
need to light my Palo Santo again because it's too negative.
well.
I don't know if Cole is here, but thank you for this gift. Did they beg her to settle? Tracy wants to know, did they beg her to settle?
Okay. Did they ask? That's a very good question. Did Andrew's lawyers beg? Did they ask her? Did they implore Miss Giuffre to settle the case? Yes, they did. They asked her to settle. Yes. They begged her to settle.
No.
They did. They did. Yeah.
I guess that they've been harassing her for like since it started. Because remember, I got I can't remember which I put my cards away, but that what was it, the Knight of Pentacles? Remember it being the slowest knight in the deck. So like patient with it. She was like, if they're gonna settle, they're get paid basically, because she had a lot of, and
sorry, bro, I didn't catch that. You're breaking up on me. Sorry. Okay.
That was my first card, the Knight of Pentacles.
Yeah.
Remember, I said that it was the slowest moving knight in the deck, and I should have waited as long as possible for any kind of, if she was going.
Yeah, I remember you said that she was very patient about things. All right. Okay, we've been on for 1 hour and 24 minutes. Do you want to pull some outcome cards or messages from spirits or anything like that?
I'm shuffling from the Dark Mirror Oracle, which it's I don't think there be any positive news or anything. So I just want to see what's going on.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, okay. All right. Spirit, do you have any messages for Prince Andrew? Do you have any messages for Prince Andrew or Miss Giuffre at this time? Any messages for Prince Andrew or Miss Giuffre at this time? Any messages for Andrew or Miss Giuffre at this time? Any messages for Andrew, Prince Andrew, or Miss Giuffre at this time? Ooh, okay.
Sorry, guys.
It's all right. All right. Okay.
All right. Give me one more. Oops, that's one. Nope, just one. Energy is really dark. Yeah, makes sense. Do you want me to go first?
Go ahead.
All right. Now, I used a deck called the Dark Mirror Oracle. As expected, it's pretty dark, but it's good for situations where you're dealing with deviance and crime and that sort of thing. I pulled 3 cards because I kind of wanted like a little bit of a story. So the first card I pulled, which I think represents Misty Free, was the Temple of My Body. And this represents to me, I could read the book, but what it represents to me is obviously the violation that occurred. When you speak of the temple of her body and you see she's guarding it, here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also drawn to it being the moons are what's that phase called where it's half?
Oh, a half moon.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's just half moon, isn't it?
Card number 2, the temple of my body. So that's the first card I got. The next card I got was Artificial Heart. This speaks to Andrew. I want to say goes back to that thing we were talking about him being man-child and stuff. He doesn't he either doesn't understand or doesn't care what he does to people, especially when, so like it's almost like this looks like an ant kind of in the image you see, but the ant is crying. So what does someone with an artificial heart do to somebody? You know what I mean? You know, what are the limits?
There are none because I have no heart.
I have no heart. Finally, I got envious gluttony.
The desolate.
Yeah. So,
Sorry, Brett, you're broken up. I couldn't hear what you just said.
I said that it's pretty self-explanatory. Envious, I get obviously envious of his family because I always feel, well, at least publicly he was shadowed. You know, always about Charles. It was always about, you know, even the divorce. It was all about Fergie, you know. And then gluttony, obviously, he had the
an appetite.
Yeah, an appetite is to put it mildly, capable kind of. Yeah, this is not a nice man, obviously.
Someone who gives into their appetites, he's a slave to his urges.
Yeah, and I don't know if you can see focus. I don't know if it's focus on the sinister face there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's dark. It's just darkness.
Okay. Is that your 3 cards?
Yeah.
All right. I pulled 3 cards as well. First card I pulled, Into Me I See. Now, in this case, I'm seeing a beautiful young woman. The light of her innocence is shining out of her. And yet, she doesn't look happy. She's trying to cover her nudity. When I looked at the meaning of this card, it's about, covering the nudity again, the innocence. I'm seeing a person who, when I looked into the meaning of the card is about, even though you have not experienced what other people have experienced, even if you cannot know what it's possibly like to truly be in someone else's shoes, you can listen and learn. This is a magical gift you're being offered right now. This is about the dynamics of his relationship. What do the dynamics in your closest friendships and family say about you? Relationships are extraordinary opportunities for healing when they are based upon honesty and caring. Intimate relationships hold up a mirror of truth and reveal more than you may ever expect. So for Andrew, this is an opportunity for him to look at himself, look at what he's done, look at how he's affected other people, and try to gain understanding. Second card I pulled is this one, body and soul. There's a lot about the body here, isn't there? Now, it says here that extreme self-care is called for when you receive this card. Are you taking proper care of yourself? What are you experiencing? Hunger, anger, loneliness, tiredness. He may be hungry for something that's not food. Angry, I imagine he's very angry. Lonely, I imagine he's feeling quite lonely because he's going to be, if he hasn't already been to some extent, which I think he has, he's been ostracized from his family. Tiredness, he's tired of this whole situation. Simple things require your attention so you can function optimally in this world. Live truthfully. This is a man who has not been shown his authentic self, probably for good reason. But live truthfully with those around you. Live truthfully with those around you. Appreciate those who love you and those who stick by you. But this is an opportunity to grow and to learn. You're 61 years old. The time for being a petulant child is over. Face reality. Become a responsible person. Take good care of yourself. And try to learn to understand other people and their point of view. This is what was missing from the interview that he had. He showed no empathy towards the victims of Jeffrey. No empathy towards the victims of Ghislaine. He showed no empathy. And that was part of the problem. This is an opportunity for him to learn and understand that just because he feels something doesn't mean that other people do. It's an opportunity for him to learn. And then going forward, his life is not going to be easy. It's going to be difficult. But going forward, he may find some element of inner peace. And he may be able to offer something positive into the world. But if he doesn't face reality, and if he doesn't choose to learn, to try to understand things from other people's points of view, he's going to hurt himself more. Now, the last card I have is this card, the Spirit of Gratitude. Okay. This is an opportunity for him to learn humility. And he might not feel it right now, but he has a lot to be grateful for. Expressing gratitude and asking to be of service is the most powerful, prospering prayer of all. I don't know if he's a religious guy. I suspect he probably isn't. But if he is going to send out any wishes into the universe, one of the wishes should be, how can I be of service? And what can I do to rectify any wrongs I may have committed? So those are the messages from Spirit for Prince Andrew.
Not gonna lie, that was pretty heavy. Hope everyone in chat is let me just give you some Reiki real quick. Just pull that energy right out, right? You know, just yeah, he's a I don't know about you, Sherry, but his energy is very muddy. Yeah. So, all right.
All right.
And
okay, well, I am done. I just want to say thank you very much, Bret, for giving me this opportunity to come on your channel
thank you
today. And yeah, we came on in a rush, but sometimes the best way to rather than feeling the anxiety of doing the thing, sometimes it's just a good idea to just go do it.
Yeah. So, thanks, Marie. Thank you. Marie's very talented. If you guys, Marie, can you tell everyone your channel? I want to link it in my description. Marie's very talented. She does some readings on her channel as well. She's a very gifted channel. Marie, I don't know if you use the word medium, but a very gifted channel, very gifted reader.
Yeah, yes.
Now, as far as I will have her link to her channel in the description below. So make sure you go check it out. It's called Show in the Ends. And I believe she's going to start some cooking soon. Once she gets a chance, because she's currently dealing with politics, which is exciting. She's doing her Kansas thing. So everyone sends some good some good vibes. And yeah, so I don't know if you have or anything set up, but down below in my box, we don't get paid for these readings. We just do them for bring out the food. We don't get paid for readings. We just do them for your thing. So I have below linked my PayPal, my app, my coffee, if you want to donate a coffee, whatever it is. I also am open for readings. I have my business email down below. So if you'd like a personal reading from me, you can email me and we can discuss pricing and all that kind of stuff once you email me. Sherryton, it's always a joy to work with you, even on heavy subject matter like this. Makes it a little bit less intimidating and frightening.
Yeah, you know, Brett, I feel exactly the same. It is a joy to work with you as well. And yeah, it was a heavy reading. The subject matter is very heavy. And you know, yeah, I mean, I know I laugh and I joke and I jake, but my sympathies really do go out to these women. I
Yeah.
mean, when this happened, they were teenagers, and it's very sad. Um, and um, I have to say, and I really hope no one gets offended by this. To some extent, I also have some sympathy for Andrew as well, because he has grown up pampered,
Mm-hmm.
and everything that he could possibly want within reason has been given to him. He's very rarely heard the words no in his life. And unfortunately, that has resulted in him feeling an enormous sense of entitlement.
Mm-hmm.
And it is a terrible thing for a man to reach the age of 60 and not recognize that he needs to take responsibility for his actions, that his actions have consequences, that he's capable of hurting other people, and to not be in touch with um, reality,
Yeah.
you know, um, to not be in touch with the way his actions have hurt other people, and the consequences of that. I think it's a tragedy. Um, I really do. And unfortunately, the people who've paid for the his lack of self knowledge have been these young women, allegedly. But there you go.
Yeah. All right. So, again, these readings are all for alleged. They're all alleged for entertainment purposes only. And yeah, take from them what you will. And I guess close it out here. And anyone interested in the decks that we use, I've listed them also in the description box below, except for the clarifier that Sherryton used. Was it just the regular tarot?
It's just a regular rider weight.
Okay. So those below if you're interested, and check those out. And yeah, we will see you again soon. For God knows what. So, the reading on something, right?
Okay. Thank you all for joining us.
Thank you so much for stopping by. We love you guys.
Okay. Good night.
All right.
Bye.
Bye bye.